I love Disney. Oh yes, I love Disney. You could even say I'm a Disney addict. But
here is why I didn't think staying on property at Disney World was worth the cost for my family this year. Now, this is during the pandemic with many restrictions and lots of perks and features missing, and those things will change. We are already seeing that things in the parks are changing rapidly, things are opening, park hopping is coming back in January, but in regards to just staying on property at one of the Disney resorts, is it worth it right now? Let's discuss.
So first I'm going to tell you that we did stay at one of the Disney World Value resorts, which was Pop Century, and we paid $200 a night. Plus, of course, taxes and fees, which, when you are part of the Frugal Family, that is quite pricey. And when you pay $200 a night for a hotel room, you do have certain expectations, even during a pandemic. And unfortunately, well, I just have to tell you, those expectations were absolutely not met. Now, there were things that I knew going in, and there are deals currently going on right now available for this same hotel and other Disney properties that will give you a better deal. Even with that, though, will it be worth it for you? Well, all I can do is give you my experience and my pros, my cons, the things that I hoped for, the things that didn't pan out, and the priorities that I had. And then you can take that information and decide for yourself if this is a value for you. For myself, I'm actually planning on staying off property next time, unless an absolutely amazing deal comes up for a Disney property, or if some of these things that we missed out on and were pretty sad about happen to be reinstated. The top 3 perks that I was hoping for in booking an on-property hotel were 1, extra magic hours, 2, free transportation, and 3, value. Well, I can tell you right away, there are no extra magic hours during this pandemic. When will that change? I have no idea. Park hopping, also not available. That will start again in January, like I mentioned. But extra magic hours, which are one of the big perks of staying on property, those don't exist right now, and we have no idea when that's coming back. There is free transportation. The Magical Express will pick you up at the airport and bring you to your resort, and then there is free transportation also between your hotel and the parks and Disney Springs. But is it worth it? That's going to depend on your priority. I'm just going to tell you right now, you will lose a lot of time, at least in the experience that I had, a lot of time waiting in lines. Yes, at the airport, we waited about 45 minutes in line before we could get a bus to take us for the 45-minute drive to our resort. Then we had to wait every morning at least a half hour, sometimes an hour, for the free transportation to the parks. And then again at night when we were done with our playtime, we would wait again for a bus or Skyliner to take us back to our hotel. That might not be a priority for everyone. It might be worth not having to pay for a rental car and parking fees for that rental car. It is $25 a day to park in the parks. Or you can get free parking if you pay to park at your hotel. Yes, you will end up having to pay one way or the other if you rent a car. So having the free transportation and not having to pay parking fees, that sounded like a great value to me until I realized just how long I would be waiting in line. The other priority was value. Well, as is the point of this video, there were some things that just weren't a great value for this value resort. The price, $200 a night plus taxes and fees, that's way more than I am used to spending. As a very frugal person, a dumpster diver even, I like to stretch every penny. And if I'm going to spend $200 a night, there are a lot of things that I expect. And a super budget hotel with not exactly the best amenities, Not worth it. Let me take you back to the experience and, well, show you what I mean.
Yeah, it's off. It's turned off. All right, one other little complaint. Only because it's $200 a night here. And yes, because of COVID, they said we'd only get light housekeeping every other day. We walked in here and I was like, it's our, third day here. There definitely should have been housekeeping. I guess light housekeeping does not include making the bed. I'm not trying to kill the magic. You guys know I'm a Disney-aholic and I love Disney, but COVID or no COVID, this is ridiculous. $200 a night, leaky shower, and they don't even make your bed when it's only light housekeeping every other day.
On a couple of positive notes, the bed, super duper comfortable, incredibly comfortable. We had a great night's sleep every night, other than the dripping of the shower, which I finally, the third day in, I strong-armed, manhandled, and got it to stop. Yes, I could have called the service desk or front desk and asked for help, but the only times we were at the hotel was when we were getting ready to go in the morning, when we were getting back to the hotel late and wiped out at night, and when we were sleeping. So that just did not happen. For theming, you will not find a more happy and magical place than an on-property Disney hotel. They have it in spades. You are surrounded by Disney magic, and that is wonderful. And one of the top benefits that does still exist when staying at a Disney property during the pandemic, and really anytime, you are going to have all of that magic in everything. There will be that fabulous Disney magic and theming, and I do love that and absolutely appreciated having that. Was it worth that extra cost and the lack of the other perks? I don't know. I am a Disney addict, okay? So I have a slightly biased opinion there, and that is tricky to reconcile my Disney addiction and love of the magic with that frugal side of me. That's a tricky one. But like I said, I will probably be staying off property next time, so maybe that Disney magic that's just in the place that I sleep is not quite enough to make it worthwhile. One other benefit that we got was the free magic band. Both of us did get free magic bands shipped to our home. Those magic bands are fabulous. You can use them to link a credit card to pay for everything in the parks and at the hotel. They also open your door. They are your room key, which is really handy and one of those unexpected benefits that I hadn't anticipated. You don't have to be hunting for a key card to get into your hotel, and it's really handy, and it just feels kind of neat being able to do that. So those were really cool. Unfortunately, starting January 1st, even staying on property, even paying for parking at your hotel, you will not be entitled to a free magic band. You will have to pay for them. They start at $14.99 per magic band. It's not a crazy fortune, and especially, if you're a Disney person, you understand that it's all seen through something of a different lens as far as what's a great value and what is not. What's a great value at Disney is not going to be the same as a great value at Walmart. I get that. I think you get that, but just know that's really frustrating, and I know I am not the only one that thinks, well, that's kind of a ripoff. We should still be able to get free magic bands when paying for an on-property stay. That's not going to be the case anymore, so it's definitely not a perk that I can recommend because it is going away. The pool, oh my gosh, that was amazing. And at Pop Century, there are 3 fabulous pools. And even during the pandemic, they have a DJ who does jokes and things like that. There's other family-friendly stuff going on, like movies at night, weather permitting. Lots of fun stuff, okay? And they have lots of shopping on site, which is great. It's fun. They have food on site. The prices are rather extreme. But you do get a free drink with your meal, and that's nice since drinks, if you order a meal in the park, are like $4 each. So, unless you get one bottled, then the price goes up. So there are some benefits, and it is absolutely a family-friendly hotel, the Pop Century Resort. But is it worth it? Is it worth all that extra money? I just can't say that it is. Even as a Disney addict, I am tempered by that frugal side, and it tells me that no, during the pandemic, without those extra perks and without a really great sale, though as I noted, there are some really great deals going on right now that might make it worth it to you, but with the price that we paid, no, and it breaks my heart to say this, but no, it wasn't worth it. And I do not plan to stay on property when I go in February with my sister. I'm already looking at off-site hotels and probably not even going to rent a car. I've heard a lot of buzz about just using Uber or Lyft and how that helps you get into the park a lot sooner. And by doing the numbers, crunching the numbers, it's really not a bad deal. And I will still pay significantly less than renting a car and paying parking fees, and less than staying on property. These are my thoughts. They are only my thoughts, but through the rather unique lens of being a die-hard Disney addict, but also the frugal mama. Someone who heads the Frugal Family and lives a dumpster financed life. So take them for what they are. I do hope that this has been helpful in any way at all for you and your family in planning your Disney World vacation. Have a wonderful day. Have a magical day. And I will see you all real soon.